So I received a request to make a quick video on what my meal routine is like or how I would program a meal routine. So I'm gonna make a quick 3 to 5 minute video explaining what I do and why, and hopefully this comes to help other people. What we're using today is a Mountain Man meal made by Sam Villani here in Colorado. Um, so yeah, it's pretty dirty, but it still has a good roll to it, so it shouldn't steer too far away from what we're trying to accomplish. So yeah. So one of the first things I did was I marked 4 feet down from the beginning of this tape. I'm gonna use this where the carpet begins as like a finish line or a starting point, whichever you want to refer it to. And what I did was measure it out. Hold on, I'm doing this with one hand. Start from the beginning, measured it down till it's about 4 feet. And then rolled it back up, back to the 4 feet point. And then it's 40 feet there, so now we got 8 feet. And then back to that point, goes to the beginning, and it's about 8.5 feet of carpet. So what I like to do is when the dog's rolling, let me go to the front. When the dog's rolling and this passes their front paws, that's letting me know that the dog ran 8.5 feet. It'll be different depending on what meal you have and the size of it, but I use that as a measuring tool. So I'll set a timer for about 2 minutes, because usually in competition they run on the slot meal for about 2 minutes, and then I gotta pay close attention to how many times the front feet pass that line, and then I measure that, and then I use that to progress. To set an example today, we're going to use Victor, who is I think he's like a 6 or 7-year-old dog. We're just gonna have him just run the mill, just for example. Whatever speed he chooses is just the speed that we're gonna work with. So we're gonna run him for about 20 seconds. We're gonna count how many times his front feet pass this black line. So let me just put it right there at the starting position, and we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in about those 20 seconds, just at the slow pace he was at, he only completed like 6 complete rotations within the 20 seconds. That puts him at about 1.7 miles an hour. So what I would do, whatever number you get within those 20 seconds or within the 2 minutes, however you're deciding to do your program, I'll use that as a starting point and then build up from there. So like example for him, I would probably reduce him to have like 15-second bursts. If he was a sprinter, I would reduce him to 15-second bursts. Track how many complete rotations he does. Do that for about a week, and then have him run for a full 2 minutes. See what his PR is. Probably increase the sprint duration another 2 seconds. Check at the end of the week, see what his PR is, and then depending on what their progress is, you may have to wait another week or two to check how they're doing during those 2-minute intervals. From my experience, all competitions, the mill race is only about 2 minutes. Depending on what country you're in or what organization you're in, it could be anywhere from a minute to 3 minutes. I know I've heard of some people, the mill race lasts for about 5. So that's just how I would do it. That's how I've been doing it. When I use dogs like Appa, Odie, Zenobia, and Crybaby, that's how I've done things, is just tracking how many times they completed that rotation and built their program based on not only how hard they sprint, but how long they'll sprint for. As like people, they have different paces. Like Appa, she tends to start off a bit slower, then she picks it up and she'll hold the duration for a while, and then it'll slow down. Odie, he'll go balls to the wall right away, and I just, tailor the program towards their strengths, and then tweak where I need to tweak for the weaknesses. But yeah, that's all I got for you. If you want me to go further into detail about each individual dog and how I do things, then I will do that. I'd like to thank Naya for letting me borrow her dog for this event, and everybody have a blessed day.